เรายังจำทันได้เป็นเสียงถูกใจเราให้ใจสู้ลุงที่ใกล้เท้าไทยยอมรู้เราต้องสู้เพื่อผู้เกียรติไทยเสียงตีกลองซึมทำเรายังจำทันได้เป็นเสียงถูกใจเราให้ใจสู้ลุงที่ใกล้เท้าไทยยอมรู้เราต้องสู้เพื่อผู้เกียรติไทยโชคทางดินโชคโชคทางดินโชคโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชคทางดินโชค โจกสิกองคึมทำเรายังจำกันได้เป็นเสียงปลุกใจเราให้ใจสู้ลุมที่นี้ใกล้ชาวไทยยอมรู้เราต้องสู้เพื่อคู่เกียรติไทยเสียงตีกลองคึมทำเรายังจำกันได้เป็นเสียงปลุกใจเราให้ใจสู้
ค วัสดีครับ Hi there ladies and gentlemen I'm Peter Denman and today I'm your host สวัสดีครับผมปีเตอร์เดนแมนนะครับวันนี้ก็ได้รับมอบหมายเป็นพิธีกรในวันนี้นะครับ Ladies and gentlemen now we are live from the Lumpini Boxing Stadium as we present to you the evolution of international Muay Thai It is also known as ศึกมวยไทยครบรอบ 68 ปีเข้าสู่ 69 ปีของศึกชิงเข็มขัดลุมพินีแชมเปี้ยนเกิดไก่นั่นเองครับ And today we are live on the Facebook and YouTube known as Lumpini Boxing Stadium. We also live on the application known as Lumpini Muay Thai app. วันนี้เราก็ถ่ายทอดสดนะครับผมผ่าน Facebook และ YouTube นะครับมีชื่อว่า Lumpini Boxing Stadium นะครับผมแล้วก็ในผ่านทางแอปพลิเคชันด้วยนะครับชื่อว่า Lumpini Muay Thai app นั่นเองนะครับวันนี้เราก็จะมีการชิงแชมป์เฉพาะการนะครับเราจะมีในรุ่น 167 ปอนด์นะครับ 150 ปอนด์แล้วก็ 134 ปอนด์ครับ Today we have 3 titles on the line. One title at 167 pounds, 150 pounds, and 134 pounds. แล้ววันนี้นะครับผมสำหรับนักชกดุเดือดนะครับผมแล้วก็นักมวยยอดเยี่ยมนะครับเอาไปเลยครับท่านละ 10,000 บาทครับแล้วก็ถ้าใครชนะน็อกได้นะครับด้วยแม่ไม้เข่าลอยนะครับจระเข้ฟาดหางแล้วก็ศอกกลับนะครับเอาไปเลย 20,000 บาทครับแล้วก็ใครเตะก้านคอน็อกได้นะครับเอาไปเลย 10,000 บาทครับ And for the fighter that knocks his opponent or her opponent out with a spinning back kick, a spinning elbow, or a flying knee will receive 20,000 baht. And for the person that knocks the opponent out with a head kick will receive 10,000 baht. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the fight card. นะครับเรามาดูไฟท์การ์ดกันเลยดีกว่านะครับคู่แรกนะครับก็เป็นการชกกันระหว่างมวยหญิงนะครับผมทั้งหมด103 ปอนด์นะครับพิกัดนะครับผมเป็นการเจอกันระหว่างมาเฟียเพชรมงคลดีจากนครราชสีมานะเจอกับภาวิตาทอต่อแม่ห้อยเงินยิมจากเชียงใหม่นั่นเองฮะและในคู่ที่2นะครับผมชกกันในพิกัดนะครับ121 ปอนด์นะครับชกทั้งหมดมวยไทย3 ยกนะครับเจอระหว่างเพชรชมพูปุ๋ยบุญพืชนะครับจากเชียงใหม่นะจะเจอกับเคอรี่โชคบางแสนนะครับจากเมียนมานั่นเองฮะในคู่ที่3นะครับก็จะเป็นการชิงแชมป์เฉพาะการนะครับในรุ่น167 ปอนด์นะเป็นการเจอกันระหว่างคมพิฆาตสอตะวันรุ่งนะครับจากกรุงเทพมหานครนะครับเจอกับฮิวโก้ฟิลิปจากออสเตรเลียนั่นเองฮะในคู่ที่4นะครับก็จะเป็นการชิงแชมป์เฉพาะการนะครับในรุ่น150 ปอนด์นะเป็นการเจอระหว่างแรมโบ้มรัตนบัณฑิตจากกรุงเทพมหานครเจอกับเฟเดริก NF ลูกสวนจากฝรั่งเศสนะครับในคู่ที่5นะครับศึกมวยไทยลุมพินีแชมเปี้ยนเกิดไกลนะครับกำหนดชก5 ยกพิกัด143 ปอนด์นะครับระหว่างรักทุกคนฟอร์ดต่อรามอินทรานะฮะจากบุรีรัมย์นะครับเจอเกรเกอร์เกลียดทรงฤทธิ์จากสกอตแลนด์นั่นเองนะฮะและในคู่ที่6นะครับศึกมวยไทยลุมพินีแชมเปี้ยนเกิดไกลนะครับพิกัดนะครับผม126 ปอนด์กำหนดชก5 ยกนะครับเจอระหว่างแสงวฤทธิ์เบญพระราม2นะครับจากบุรีรัมย์นะครับจะต้องมาชนกับพรวิเศษสอโชคมีชัยนะครับผมจากสุราษฎร์ธานีนั่นเองฮะและในคู่ที่7นะครับมวยไทย3 ยกนะครับผมเป็นการชิงแชมป์เฉพาะการนะครับในรุ่น134 ปอนด์นะฮะเป็นการเจอระหว่างเขี้ยวเพชรเกียรติไพศลนะครับจากตรังนะฮะจะต้องมาชนกับสุไลมาน NF ลูกสวนนะครับผมจากเมียนมานั่นเองฮะในคู่ที่8นะครับก็เป็นศึกมวยไทยลุมพินีแชมเปี้ยนเกิดไกลนะฮะกำหนดชก5 ยกพิกัด147 ปอนด์เป็นการเจอระหว่างปีใหม่มรัตนบัณฑิตจากกรุงเทพมหานครนะฮะจะปะทะกับเดือดผิวพ่องก่อกลางลวกนะครับผมจาก101ครับในคู่ที่9นะครับศึกมวยไทยลุมพินีแชมเปี้ยนเกิดไกลนะฮะกำหนดชก5 ยกพิกัด149 ปอนด์เป็นการเจอระหว่างวรพลไผ่คงยิมจากบุรีรัมย์นะครับเจอกับอเล็กซ์จิตเมืองนนท์จากอิตาลีนั่นเองฮะและในคู่ที่10คู่เอกนะครับเป็นศึกมวยไทยลุมพินีแชมเปี้ยนเกิดไกลนะฮะกำหนดชก5 ยกเป็นคู่เอกของรายการนะครับพิกัด144 ปอนด์นะเป็นการเจอกันระหว่างเพชรสามารถเพชรเกียรติเพชรนะฮะจากจันทบุรีครับปะทะแอลฟี่สอเดชพันธ์จากอังกฤษนั่นเองครับLadies and gentlemen, we're about to enter the fights. Lumpini, are you ready? This first bout is a female bout at 103 pounds มวยคู่แรกนะครับน้ำหนักไม่เกิน103ปอนด์นะฮะเป็นการชกระหว่างมวยหญิงนะครับผม Introducing to you first fighting out the blue corner 19 years of age with a professional Muay Thai record of 45 victories 10 losses and 1 bout even representing Chiang Mai Thailand please give it up for Pawita ท่อต้อแม่ฮ้อยเงินเยี่ยมHer opponent fighting out the red corner และคู่ชกของเขานะครับผมในมุมแดงนะครับชกมาทั้งหมด46 ครั้งนะครับชนะ41 ครั้งแพ้4 ครั้งเสมอเพียงแค่1 ครั้งนะครับอายุเพียงแค่15 ปีเท่านั้นครับมาจากนครราชสีมาครับขอเสียงดังๆต้อนรับมาเฟียเพชรมงคลดี And your referee in charge of the action once it begins อาจารย์แพรพลอยเดชชินบัญชร
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome this evening to Lumpini Boxing Stadium, the mecca of Muay Thai here in Asia. And our first opening bout is two Muay Yings weighing in at 103 pounds. Now, each fighter will complete the Y crew, an integral part of Muay Thai traditions where fighters pay homage to their trainers before they go into battle. Here in the ring we have Pawita Thator Mihoi Nung Jim, hailing from the Chiang Mai Muay Thai province, and her opponent in the red corner, Mafia Phet Mong Koldi.
Yeah, beautiful start to this evening of great fights that we're going to have here. It's been a minute, Eleanor, since anyone has competed for the famous Lumpini Stadium titles. Obviously, Y Crew a huge part of Muay Thai tradition here, so.
Yeah, it's not very often that we see fighters actually completing the Y crew here at Lumpini Stadium anymore, as Muay Thai is evolving into the 3-round entertainment circuit. So it's brilliant for this 68th anniversary birthday special that we have all the traditions. Before the stream, we saw a beautiful performance of Boram Muay Thai, which is where obviously Muay Thai originated from. Absolutely incredible for all those here live in the stadium. But this is really beautiful, and each of these girls is they're really putting on a beautiful performance. I would love to be able to do something like this.
Yeah, we were speaking just before the broadcast about how actually, prior to or maybe around COVID, that women were not even competing here at Lumpini, especially on a show like a big birthday show.
It's absolutely insane, the progression of the sport, especially for women. Obviously, as a female fighter myself, it is just incredible to see the progression. We were saying that it's actually Celeste from Fairtex Training Centre who was the first woman to compete in Lumpini Stadium just after COVID, which is what, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, not very long at all. Other stadiums in Thailand have kind of followed suit as well, but not here yet. So this is this is going to be great to see. Obviously, pushing the women's sport forward. You know, Celeste now fighting on one championship, the inaugural road to one champion, Celeste, after that inaugural fight that she had here.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Like we say, the progression for females in the sport. And just for those watching at home, Muay Ying is the term coined for female Muay Thai fighters. Obviously, we have Nak Muays, which means a foreign Muay Thai fighter. But specifically for the women, you might hear the presenter saying Muay Ying, and it is what Thai people refer to as female Muay Thai fighters.
Right.
So,
yeah, and both of these women, too, having a lot of experience in the ring. You might, maybe young in age, but not in fight experience at all, Eleanor.
No, about 90 fights between these girls. Absolutely incredible, with Mafia only having 4 losses and 1 draw to her record, and Pawita 10 losses and 1 draw. So between them, a real percentage win rate. Absolutely beautiful from Pawita here. Incredible wide crew, really just taking it all in and putting on a beautiful display for those watching at home and live in the stadium.
Yeah, great. And I do like, you know, the start of the show, it kind of had the feel, it's almost like a hybrid vibe. It's got that kind of entertainment vibe, but at the same time paying respect to the tradition. So here we go.
Both fighters just going back to their corners for their last minute words with their trainers before they head in to round number 1. Now this is a 3-minute bout between these ladies, so it is only 3 rounds, not the 5 rounds, but we'll have those later on the show for you, so don't go anywhere.
Yeah, and again, kind of nice to have that hybrid both of 3 rounds and 5, which I think previously maybe all of them were 5. Am I correct?
I think so, but it's nice, obviously, for those watching at home that don't understand the feeling out rounds and everything and just want to see some all right action, especially with the specific knockout bonuses that are available to the fighters. If they knock out by elbow, head kick, there is a certain amount of bar on the line for each of those. So I think there'll be some wars here, because these fighters, I mean, Muay Thai fighters, it's no doubt, don't get paid 100%. So we'll see if there's a change of heart in the ring. And off we go for round number 1. Like I said, straight out the gates, firing kick for kick.
Yeah, amazing action right out the gate, just like you were saying. They are here to get paid, here for the action. It's a big birthday show. They're off to the races.
They are here to entertain, and we saw just earlier then that teep of Pawita, as she has the height and the range. She loves to use that teep, but Mafia going straight in for the clinch, closing that distance down and keeping it active as well. What we love to see in the clinch.
Yeah, Pawita doing a good job kind of freezing, nullifying for a second, then right back to the kicks.
There's some beautiful kick exchanges there between the ladies, but Mafia looking very strong in that clinch. I think that might be her game plan. Straight off the bat, do not give Pawita that distance to fire that teep and those kicks, exactly like we just saw there. That left teep and then scoring with that left kick. You don't want to give her the room to do that, and Mafia is just marching her down and stabbing those knees in. Beautiful vice grip there.
Yeah, I like it. It's just like her fight name, Mafia, right in there. Right after.
That is an incredible fight name. I must say, whoever came up with that one, brilliant job. She's straight in again to the body of Pawita, not giving her that distance, entering with those kicks. She just needs to get straight in there, into that clinch. Beautiful lead elbow, straight into that stabbing knee. Pawita's returning with the stabbing knees of her own.
Yeah, the aggression from Mafia is just really exciting to watch here. This first opening bout of the evening, and it is not disappointing so far.
I think this actually might be a 2-minute round. I think we might have been a little bit wrong there, because I think sometimes Muay Yings, they do tend to fight for 2 minutes. Unfortunately, that is the way. But beautiful clinch work, a brilliant left knee into block from Pawita and stabbing it. But Mafia managing to get around that block and lock on.
Wow. Fireworks in that first round, Eleanor.
There was literally no feeling out. Beautiful Muay Thai, kicks, elbows, knees, everything we want to see in the opening round. So I hope we can take a look at the replays in just a moment. But for now, What do you think, Dougie?
I think you are. I mean, they were.
Isn't breaking it up. Mafia is keeping it active and locking on a beautiful display of Muay Thai techniques to deal with the range of such a tall opponent. For 103 pounds, Pawita is so tall for that weight. I don't think I would want to fight her. She's that tall.
Yeah, I think that's a good game plan. Trying not to give Pawita any space to operate. Correct, as a shorter fighter, Mafia is trying to get in there and beat her. So they should have plenty of rest here to go just as hard for the next 2 minutes.
They should be ready to go again as if it was round number 1, because 2 minutes, it does feel like an incredibly long time when you're in the corner. And off we go for round number 2. Mafia straight in there with a big body kick to start the round, marching forward and just overpowering Pawita to get that lock.
Yeah, they are gripped, locked up tight here. Down to the floor they go.
Pawita landing on top, sometimes a show of dominance and strength, but it's whatever the judges chose to see in that moment. There she is firing that teep. It is incredibly frustrating as a pressure fighter when your opponent has a strong left teep.
Yeah, it looks like you can see Mafia kind of loading up for that lead hook, very typical of a southpaw.
She does have a beautiful style, and a lot of the girls in Chiang Mai, they do have beautiful technical styles, able to piece together strong hands, but also even stronger kicks, and are very quick with that kick for kick, tit for tat from their junior experience fighting on the smaller shows up in the north of Thailand. But Mafia, she is just here to fight tonight.
Yeah, and Pawita kind of content just to sit back, pick her guard up, hang back against the ropes on the back foot, but she's got to score more, I think.
Exactly, and obviously southpaws, they do love to sit on that back foot and fire that body kick to their opponent, but Mafia is just working round that clinch and just really biting on a gum shield and going forward, and just locking on. Beautiful Muay Thai. Wow.
Yeah, I like how she's marching in there to kind of block those kicks from the taller fighter and then going straight up with the up elbow in there.
This is probably the most fatigued I've seen Pawita in a fight. She really is having to give her all that. Attempt to sweep and a takedown, but falls to the canvas with Mafia on this occasion.
Yeah, crazy, dirty fight here so far.
Only 15 seconds to go in this second round. Mafia got a beautiful grip, pulling the head down of Pawita as the referee breaks the clinch apart. Back to center ring. Pawita comfortable moving back on the ropes, but for me, Mafia is 2 rounds up.
Yeah, loving
Easily.
the aggression, loving the forward pressure. Exciting first fight of the 68th anniversary of Lumpini Stadium.
What an incredible opportunity for these girls to fight here, but also for us to commentate here as foreigners, to be able to sit here and just watch this beautiful display of Muay Thai and give our opinions as Nak Muays. But let's take a look at these replays. Pawita there sitting on the back foot, trying to fire her sharpest weapon, in my opinion, that left tee, but Mafia muzzling right in, and that lock. Once she locks on, she is not letting go.
Yeah, the vice grip indeed, and maybe that's all she feels she can do so far with Mafia coming in, pressuring. Beautiful left kick there, trying to stall off of it, but not deterring Mafia in the slightest so far, Eleanor.
No, and Pawita is managing to get some knees in of her own and try to utilize her knee block, but I just don't think she has the strength. I think Mafia just has the sheer strength to just keep her where she wants to be in that beautiful head position she got Pawita in the last 20 seconds of that round.
Yeah, and great job changing levels with the boxing too, Mafia. I saw she went down to the body, back up to the hook. It's sick.
A beautiful 2-minute break for the ladies. As we said, their gas tanks should be sharp and fired, ready for round number 3 in just a moment.
Yeah, and I'm expecting just as many fireworks in the final round.
For sure. Mafia, she's just going to come out the gates again. But I was really enjoying the little kick battles between them in the opening seconds. I would like to see more of that, but I know Mafia, her game plan here is to Muay Cow against a Muay Femur, and it's exactly what I would have done.
Let's see.
And off we go for round number 3. Again, Mafia firing 4 kicks in a row, followed with a beautiful teep. Pawita trying to fire back with her body kicks and the elbow time beautifully as Mafia walks in. But she just can't muscle the strength of Mafia in that clinch.
Yeah, I think she's searching for, beautiful right hand, but beautiful teep off of that as well. I think she's searching for those long knees as well as Mafia's crashing in. Nice teep to the face.
She might feel that in the morning. Wow. What I love about watching Thai girls though is how they throw everything into their kicks, and they tend to double it up as well. They really like to throw everything into those body kicks. But for me, the guard's a little bit low on these girls.
Yeah, I mean, they're just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at it right now in this final round, trying to secure the victory as it comes down to the final minute of the last round.
Pawita, a beautiful face push there over Mafia, doing a brilliant job in this round. I think she's kind of just coming into the fight almost, but in my opinion, looking a little bit open-mouthed, a little bit too fatigued from the pace that Mafia is putting on her.
Oh gosh, and I do not blame her to say, at least watching ringside here, it's just an absolute grinder of a fight.
Definitely, Mafia's corner are absolutely loving this fight. They know she's got it in the bag, but what a teep, what a beautifully timed teep from Pawita on the back foot.
Yeah, that was amazing. It was like a check right into the teep.
It was so beautiful, really technical. And that is the thing about these girls from Chiang Mai. They are so technical, but for me, sometimes they just don't have that sheer power. And sometimes when you're in the ring, it does come down to who is the most powerful, not necessarily the most technical.
Right, and like we were saying with the hybrid kind of show here, I'm curious, more interested to see how the scoring goes here. What's going to be valued, right? Is it going to be kind of like a mix of both, or are they going to value the more entertainment style? We shall see.
We shall see, and that is the end of the 3rd and final round. What a performance by these ladies. They should both be so proud of themselves. 103 pounds. For me, Mafia took that one, but Pawita, a strong performance and came through in the 3rd round.
I'd have to agree with you there. I think Mafia did enough in the first 2 rounds to get the job done, but you can see here, still marching forward. More kicks from Pawita. It would have been nice to see these in the first 2. Maybe a little bit of, ring rust or just big night. Maybe she didn't get that off in the beginning, but
that might be the case when it comes to these 3-round fights. These girls are used to fighting 5 rounds, where the first 2 are usually quite relaxed, feel each other out, few low kicks, few teeps, nothing too crazy, and then that kind of warms you up. But this, you just have to come out the gates and fire it. And there's that beautiful kick to teep that we saw from Pawita in that 3rd round. She definitely, I think, with another maybe 2 rounds, it could have gone either way, but we will see. We will hand it over for the final announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your winner. As all 3 judges scores it the same, 27-30, and your winner by way of unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner. Next up, we have a Muay Thai bout scheduled for 3 rounds at the weight limit of 121 pounds. It will be between ขอเรียนเชิญพลตรีวสันต์พึ่งสำเภานะครับที่ปรึกษาผู้อำนวยการศูนย์พัฒนากีฬากองทัพบกมวยไทยลุมพินีนะครับขึ้นมามอบถ้วยรางวัลให้กับผู้ชนะด้วยนะครับ Inviting into the ring พลตรีวสันต์พึ่งสำเภา to come and award the trophy to the winner. และคู่ถัดไปนะครับอีกสักคู่เดียวนะครับก็จะเป็นการชกกันในรูปแบบมวยไทย3ยกนะครับพิกัด121ปอนด์นะเจอกันระหว่างเพชรชมพูปุ๋ยบุญพืชนะครับจากเชียงใหม่นะฮะจะพบกับเคอรี่โชคบางแสนจากพระม่านะครับชั่วคู่เดียวครับ Next up we have 3 rounds of professional Muay Thai action at the weight limit of 121 pounds between Phet Chompu Pui Bun Phut. He will be taking on Kerry Chok Bang San from Myanmar. Just a minute. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading straight to the second bout, scheduled for 3 rounds of professional Muay Thai action at the weight limit of 121 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out the blue corner, 18 years of age, official weight 121 pounds, with a professional Muay Thai record of 17 victories, 4 defeats, and no bouts even. Hailing out of and proudly representing Myanmar. Please give it up for Kerry Chok Bang San.
Weighing in at 121 pounds.
So some of these Myanmar fighters are known for their crazy aggression. I know I've seen quite a few on one, and it can be hectic, Eleanor.
Yes, whenever someone from Nigeria is fighting someone from Myanmar, their training definitely steps up. They are heavy hitters, explosive, with
และ
a
ผู้
lot
ชก
of
ของเขานะครับ
power.
ในมุมแดงครับอายุ 22 ปีนะครับผมชั่งน้ำหนักได้ 121 ปอนด์นะครับชกมาทั้งหมด 37 ครั้งนะครับชนะ 26 แพ้ 6 เสมอ 2 ครับมาจากเชียงใหม่ประเทศไทยขอเสียงดังๆต้อนรับเพชรชมพูปุ๋ยบุญพืช
And here we come, stepping into the red corner for our second bout of the evening at 121 pounds, Phet Chompu Puchbun Pech hailing out of Thailand, she's got 37 fights, 29 wins, 6 losses, and 2 draws. Phet Champu, training out of the famed Ladyboy Gym, headed up by, I believe, Nong Tu.
Yes, she is the famous ladyboy that absolutely stormed through many males in her time. So let's see if she can
และ
recreate
กรรมการ
history.
ผู้ห้ามบนเวทีนะครับอาจารย์อมรชัยวิสุงเรศ
This is the first time I will have actually seen one of the ladyboys in Thailand fighting live. So I'm super excited for this fight. Obviously, she is fighting a male due to the genetic development, but still to have the opportunity to be able to fight and the way that Thailand openly accepts the fact that women can be men and men can be women, it really is a true testament to the country and how accepting they are of all different ways of life and cultures. But the reason that Thailand is so accepting of the ladyboy culture is the belief in Buddhism that there is a third gender. There is the male gender, the female gender, and they believe that there is a third gender where ladyboys can be present, and that is perfectly acceptable. And I do wish that more countries kind of had that mentality and that acceptance.
Yeah, that's really, really interesting. And also, if any viewers not really aware, just because you're a ladyboy does not make you any less lethal. I know coming up when I was learning about Muay Thai, I went onto YouTube, I saw someone by I believe a famous fighter named Nong Rose, which may also have fought out of this same gym at Phet Champu, I'm sure. Just lethal, tearing up the circuits at Rajadamnern, KOs, deadly elbows.
Insane. So actually quite a funny story. Alfie Pierce, who is on the 10th bout of this card, his trainer, I believe, may have fought who you are talking about, and this was the topic of conversation at training a couple of weeks ago, asking the boys if the opportunity was presented to you. There we go on the screen. There is the legend herself. And I do believe that Andy from Team JD in London, England, did fight her. And we were asking the boys, the Farang boys, if the opportunity presented to you, would you take it? And the opinions, the general consensus was, yeah, like, why not? Why would I not take that? How about you? Would you take that opportunity?
That's a tough... I definitely wouldn't shy to it, and I respect Major, but the lethality I've seen out of this fighter I'm talking about from Raja, it would just be a tough fight for sure.
Yeah, I think really, really would be, and the power and the strength would still be there.
Oh, goodness.
Incredible. So both fighters just listen to their final instructions from the third man in the ring. I think this might be the most excited I am for one of the fights on the card. I think it's a brilliant display of the true evolution of Muay Thai and the way that Thailand is. I think especially with the entertainment, the traditions, just the mix of it all together here for the 68th anniversary of Lumpini Stadium, as both our fighters in the ring say their final prayers and their trainers remove the symbolic mongkol, which represents the trainer's spirit guarding them as they go in to battle, and they take to center ring for the opening round. This again is a three-minute bout, I do believe, with a 2-minute rest in between rounds. And off we go for round number 1.
And Phet Champu looking lengthy. Curious to see how this style plays out right now.
Beautiful low kick there, answered by a big left body kick and teep from Phet Champu. To me, this seems to be a little bit more of a slower start than our first fight, but nevertheless, the power in those kicks of Phet Champu.
Yeah, the feeling of, big overhand right there from the Burmese boxer.
Kerry seems to be understanding the distance that Phet Champu is able to create with those long legs and just kind of marching towards blocking, teeing off and chopping in with that low kick. Really is throwing everything into that, a little bit like the famous Sitmon Chai low kick, really throwing everything into that.
Yeah, I am a fan of a good low kick.
Yeah, it's definitely the game plan of Kerry of Myanmar here. he is willing to take out the power of the legs by chopping that lead leg and just really putting some pressure on Phet Chompu.
And I think the pressure is key. You need to use that boxing to set up that chopping low kick. You can see right there, if you don't really set it up, Phet Chompu might be teeping, kicking.
Yep, using that range straight into the clinch there. Beautiful vice grip from Phet Chompu, stabbing in the knees. Myanmar getting the push over the palm of the face. Nice hand positioning there. Pretty 50-50 in terms of the clinch work, though. Needed a little bit more action for my liking.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, it was beautiful. Almost head kick there.
That is the way it whips round. You think it's going to be a body kick, sneaks up to the guard. But Kerry of Myanmar, doing a brilliant job keeping his guard high. He's wary of that high kick.
Yeah, Phet Chompu working that thigh teep pretty well.
Beautiful attempted stepping knee. Didn't quite manage to capitalize on that. Myanmar locking up the clinch. These fighters not much action in the clinch.
Yeah, there's not a lot of knees being thrown. Maybe no elbows so far. Just kind of content to clinch up and stall and wait to be broken up again.
That beautiful low kick set up with the hands and just chopping right down. That is technically perfect. That is exactly how my coach at home told me to throw a low kick. Chop it up and chop it down.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see a little more elbows there as they engage. Maybe in the second and third round as they get more comfortable here. Beautiful hook to right. There's the boxing.
Ooh, that is exactly what we expect to see of an athlete from Myanmar. That explosive pressure with the hands. I think just needs to carry on as soon as he gets in with the distance and closes it down, chopping that low kick. Don't stop, put the pressure on because Phet Chompu does not like that pressure.
Yeah, I think Kerry definitely looks to be a little bit more comfortable in regards of the hands and the boxing. I think you should keep that on and then add on the low kick. That's right.
100%, and just not give Phet Chompu any time to breathe and throw those body kicks. But it's all to play for in Muay Thai. One shot changes the game, I always say, and it's just round number one. It's early days. But we will take a look at the replays in just a moment. But Dougie, I want to hear your thoughts on Phet Chompu and how you feel she performed in that round.
I think for Phet Chompu, that's probably kind of more what you want to do. Get a gauge of your range. You know that the low kicks are coming. I think it's really smart to just work the teep. Keep on kicking. Sorry. You know, it is a 3-round fight, but you definitely need to keep your wits about you when you're fighting somebody from Myanmar that's head hunting for sure. So I think going into the second round, Phet Chompu is going to need to keep up more kicks, but more volume maybe.
Yes, I think, and she hasn't really been blocking those low kicks. So if Kerry manages to keep getting those low kicks on target, it really is going to impact the power in the kick of Phet Chompu. But it's only round one, and I do really think that Kerry did not step out of first gear. I think he has way more to give. He doesn't even look slightly out of breath, whereas Phet Chompu looks a little bit more flustered, took a few more heavy shots to the face. So I'll be interested to see how both fighters come out in round number two and whether they put any more of a show on for us, which I would like to see personally, a little bit more action.
And you can see the nice Thai conga line here.
Yeah, just a moment ago, I'm sorry, I caused Dougie to stumble on his words because I wasn't quite sure what was walking past me at that point, but...
And this is cool. This is the evolution you're talking about, a bit of entertainment. The 68th anniversary birthday show at Lumpini.
I'm not quite sure that's entertainment. That's actually a little bit scary. But anyways, back to the Muay Thai as we go for round number two, brought to you by BKK Inc. Tattoo Studio right here in Bangkok.
Yeah, and Kerry right back off to the hunting for the boxing. There it is again.
Oh! Explosive action from Myanmar. Phet Chompu really trying to launch in with a big stepping knee, but the tight teeps of Myanmar there. That beautiful jumping kick. Oh, I love the explosivity of the athletes from Myanmar.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Phet Chompu kind of looking, searching for those elbows over the top now when Kerry's crashing in. That's what she's got to do.
She's changed her game plan from fighting on the outside to a more cow. She is locking on and grinding down into that clinch. But a few times she's tried to go in with that big jumping knee, and it's not quite quite worked out for her, so she needs to really set that up somehow.
And there's that leg kick again from Kerry, and they're clinching up again. There's a little bit of action, some knees in the clinch now.
This is what we wanted to see in the first round. Perhaps these athletes are used to the 5 rounds, like we were saying. They're not used to this entertainment Muay Thai circuit. But Phet Jongpoo, for me, looking a little bit fatigued and just throwing things without really thinking.
Yeah, you know, that can do a little bit of damage to yourself. You know, you don't want to bash your shins halfway through the middle of the fight when that's got to be your main thing to deter the boxer from crashing in on you.
Some brilliant knees, 50-50 in the clinch from both athletes. But for me, Kerry just looks like he's got a little bit more strength in that right knee that he keeps stabbing to the torso of Phet Jongpoo.
Yeah, I think Phet Jongpoo doing a better job of landing. They're short knees inside the clinch, but they are landing a little bit more effectively than Kerry's.
As the referee breaks them apart, Phet Jongpoo, I think, just looking a little bit more fatigued, in my opinion. I want to see, big stiff jab, swinging the head back of Phet Jongpoo. Beautiful reply with a big, long knee. There's that low kick that you love, Dougie.
Oh, I'm loving that for sure, man. Chop away, Kerry. That is working for you. Keep pairing it up with that stiff jab. I really want to see Phet Jongpoo maybe look for the elbows over the top.
Double kick from Phet Jongpoo. I'm not quite sure what her game plan is here. Does she want to be in the clinch or does she want to fight on the outside? And I think she's about as confused as me.
Whatever it is, it's not, you know, no short of heart, whatever it is, but maybe not landing that effectively or scoring.
I agree. No shortness of heart. But for me, Kerry is just way more calm and composed. Really just shortening that distance down, coming forward. A big 1-2. That right hand, the power behind that right hand. Phet Jongpoo just surviving this now. 15 seconds to go. Can she maintain and lock on into the clinch? Because those punches, they will have rattled the inside of her head. Final 9 seconds of the second round.
She's done it. She survived.
Wow. That is, in the morning, that is going to hurt.
Yeah, that's brutal. But, you know, the guard being really low as she's fatigued, as you were saying, Eleanor. She's gotten fatigued. The guard has continued to drop lower and lower, and Kerry just wailing away with that stiff jab, the overhand right.
That's the same, though, what I was saying about the first fight as well. Like, the girls that want to fight, and Phet Jongpoo, who wants to fight at this long range, it's like they think they can't be punched, so they drop their hands to almost the height of their shoulders. But against an explosive, fast athlete like Kerry, who is clearly skilled in the boxing and low kick department, for me, my hand will be glued to my eyebrows.
Oh yeah, for sure. You need to keep those hands up. Look for the elbows as he's swinging away on you.
I mean, it's easy for us to say in the commentary box, keep your hands up, do this, do that. I mean, my fight last week, didn't keep my hands up, got a big nasty cut. So I understand when you're in the heat of the moment, you are fatigued, things like that do happen, but for your head to ping back 4 times in a row, I think that's a wake-up call to put your hands up. And here we have our friends. I don't know if it's scary or if it's entertaining, but it's bringing something to the show.
Got the monkles on him and everything. I am loving it, man. It is a great time at the 68th anniversary of Lumpini Stadium. I was pumped to be able to get here and get on the commentary. I was geeking out. The belts are coming back. This is sick for sure, man.
It really is. It really is. It's beautiful to be able to just share the birthday of Lumpini, where so many incredible fighters have performed. And for these fighters here to have the opportunity, as SKS brings to you this show, to fight at the most iconic stadium in Bangkok, Asia, is just wow.
What do you think Phet Jongpoo's game plan is going to be going into this third round? So
I think she was having success in the clinch with the knees. I do think it was 50-50, but I do think there was a success there. She had the upper hand of the hand positioning, but she really needs to keep that guard.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Kerry is.
There she goes, straight into the clinch, stepping knee, locks on, but straight away pushes off and re-angles. Nice deep there from Kerry, swinging right hand, that big right hand. Phet Jongpoo is a different fighter. Wow.
I am loving it. The aggression coming out firing. This is what needed to happen the whole time.
But I'm not sure if she's going to be able to maintain this pace for 3 minutes after what we saw in the second round. Straight into the clinch, locking on, trying to find a home for those knees, but for me, just not enough power.
And the elbows are flying now. Are we going to see somebody get cut? Both these guards are dropping as they get a little bit tired. They're hucking these elbows.
There's that low kick. Beautiful parry of the teeth into a low kick from Kerry. He just needs to keep doing that though. Why is he giving Phet room to launch in and lock on?
Yeah, I really feel like you don't have the, it's not a smart move with these 3-round fights to try to dance off anything or waste a little bit of time. You have to stay on the gas all 3 rounds, Eleanor.
It really is. I mean, in the final 3 rounds of a 5-round fight, that's what we're here to play for. We want to see action. We want to see excitement. Muay Thai is entertainment in its finest form, and that is what we want to see fighters doing. Phet edging back now, but trying to launch in with that big stepping knee. She really needs to be careful of an elbow or that big right hand of Kerry as she launches in.
And I'd like to see Kerry, but it's okay to throw the jab out a little bit before you hook a low kick. But I mean, that overhand cross is money.
The head is pinging 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row. You can only take so much damage. For me, I'm just glad that these fighters are not in 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah, and, both of them just big hearts for sure, just taking these punches, continuing to fight. Can't complain here commentating, watching ringside. No,
just over a minute to go in the final round of this fight. Phet has put on a much better performance in this round, but for me, I think the pressure and the effect of the punches that Kerry has put on Phet I just think for me that's taken the win, but who knows, the long knees, the stabbing knees, they have been beautiful.
Oof, and that leg kick sent Phet flying back into the corner. That leg must not be feeling good by now.
She has taken some damage, that's for sure. But for me, her head tomorrow morning. Whew. Beautiful body kicks though. Just looking too fatigued for this fight, whereas Kerry is fresh-faced, but not quite doing much in this round.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually created much action for himself.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's been as aggressive as the first 2. Maybe he's slowed down from those first 2. Landing a few heavy overhand rights, but as they clinch up again here.
He must think he's done enough to take the fight. We will see in just a moment, though, after the 9 seconds of this round are complete. And that is the end of bout number 2 here at Fairtex Fight in the 125 pounds division.
Wow. Exciting opening 2 bouts. For sure.
Let's take a look at these replays. So Phet in the first round, we saw those big long body kicks, but then she changed her game plan and started launching in with those long knees.
Oh, there's that overhand right, man.
That is dangerous, that overhand right of Kerry, and I think that's winning the fight, to be honest.
Yeah, really, posture.
There we go. Oh, 1, 2.
Posture kind of plays a lot in scoring here in Thailand. I think so, right, Eleanor? So I think, when your head snaps back like that, even if you're maybe okay, it just...
Yeah, definitely effective damage and balance as well. Phet was knocked off balance a lot, which is a massive score in Muay Thai. But we will hand it over to Peter to announce your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 judges scoring it 27-30, and your winner by way of unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Kerry Cho Bang San. ขอเรียนเชิญพลตรีอภิจุลธนชัยนะครับรองผู้อำนวยการศูนย์พัฒนากีฬากองทัพบกมวยไทยรุมพินีนะครับขึ้นมามอบถ้วยรางวัลให้กับผู้ชนะด้วยนะครับ May I please invite พลตรีอภิจุลธนชัยรองผู้อำนวยการศูนย์พัฒนากีฬากองทัพบกมวยไทยลุมพินี to come up into the ring and award the fighter with the trophy. Up next It is for a title at the super middleweight division of 167 pounds between Kompikat Saotawanrung from Bangkok will be taking on Hugo Philip from Australia คู่ถัดไปนะครับก็จะเป็นการชิงแชมป์เฉพาะการนะครับรุ่นซูเปอร์มิดเดิลเวทนะครับ167 ปอนด์ครับเจอระหว่างคมพิฆาตสอตะวันรุ่งนะครับจากกรุงเทพมหานครนะครับเจอกับฮิวโก้ฟิลิปนะครับผมจอมนะฮัมจากออสเตรเลียครับชั่วคู่เดียวครับ Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 rounds of professional Muay Thai action at the weight limit of 167 pounds, as Thailand will be taking on Australia. This bout is for a title. It is for the Super Middleweight Championship. คู่นี้นะครับก็จะเป็นการชิงแชมป์เฉพาะการรุ่น Super Middleweight นะครับผม167 ปอนด์นะฮะชกกันในรูปแบบ 3 ยกนะฮะประเทศไทยกรุงเทพมหานครนะครับเจอกับออสเตรเลียครับอีกครั้งนะครับผมใครสามารถเอาชนะได้ด้วยศิลปะแม่ไม้มวยไทยนะครับเข่าลอยนะครับศอกกับจระเข้ฟันหางนะครับรับกลับบ้านไปเลยครับ 20,000 บาทครับใครเตะก้านคอน็อกได้รับไปเลย 10,000 บาทนะครับแล้วก็นักมวยยอดเยี่ยมวันนี้นะครับรับไปเลย 10,000 บาทนะครับผมแล้วก็นักมวยดุเดือดนะครับรับไปเลย 10,000 บาทครับAnd again, if you knock your opponent out with a spinning heel kick, back heel kick, a spinning back elbow, and a flying knee, you'll take back 20,000 Thai baht. If you knock them out with a head kick, you will receive 10,000 Thai baht. Introducing to you first, fighting out the blue corner, 27 years of age, official weight 167 pounds. Professional Muay Thai record, 21 victories, 9 losses, and only 1 bout even. Hailing out of and proudly representing Australia, please give it up for Hugo Philip.
And welcome back for our third bout of the evening here at Lumpini Stadium in collaboration with SKS Empire as we welcome to the ring Hugh from Australia as our commentator, as our announcer called weighing in at 167 pounds.
Yeah, amazing. This is the fight I was personally waiting for. Eleanor, I know Hugh. I've had the opportunity to train with the guy. He is an animal, and I believe the first Australian to ever fight for the stadium title.
Yes, I saw that on Instagram earlier today. What a privilege. What a special
และคู่ชก
occasion.
ของเขานะครับในมุมแดงครับอายุ 27 ปีนะครับน้ำหนักชั่งได้ 167 ปอนด์นะครับชกมาทั้งหมด 156 ครั้งนะครับชนะ 123 ครั้งนะครับผมแพ้ 30 เสมอเพียงแค่ 3 ครั้งนะครับมาจากกรุงเทพมหานครเมืองไทยขอเสียงดังๆต้อนรับคมพิฆาตส.ตะวันรุ่ง
And here we go with Hugh's opponent coming into the red corner, Kampikat Sor Tawaranrung, with 27 years of age. He's got 156 fights, 123 wins, 30 losses, and 3 draws. Kampikat, actually, we'll say previous / current Lumpini Stadium champion. His photo still hangs out at the front of the stadium. So Hugh actually competing against the last holder of the super middleweight title here. Yeah.
Wow. So he's actually coming
And
off
your
the back
referee in
of a
charge of the
win
action
by
once again อา
KO.
จารย์บุญเลิศแก้วพิทักษ์
Here's our referee taking care of the bout this evening. I believe this one is a 5-round fight. I do believe, Eleanor.
I believe so. So yeah, traditional Muay Thai in all its glory as the former Lumpini champion takes on the Nak Muay from Australia, Hugh O'Donnell.
Yeah, and Hugh, maybe not having as many fights as Kampikat, obviously, but much more active in recent times for sure since he moved out here with his girlfriend.
Yes, so speaking to Hugh in the back before, he's been out in Thailand now for 8 to 9 months, but fighting on average 3 to 4 weeks, which is as much as you can in Thailand. There is the law that you have to wait 3 weeks before fighting in any of the stadiums again. That is actually the law to stop fighters. Unless you win by KO, you can fight pretty much again straight away. So Hugh has been abiding the law but fighting as regularly as possible, fighting out of Sinbi in Phuket down in the south of Thailand. He says he's been training with Fa from Sinbi and also Krubo, both specialists in the Muay Khao department. So I think we might see him come with a forward pressure approach.
Yeah, and I do know that he is a forward fighter. I do know that this is a step up in weight for him as well. But in speaking to him, I know he feels confident in his activity, and he is a big, strong Aussie. And Kampikat, I believe he hasn't really fought since everything was shut down in COVID. So he may be the most recent holder, but this is definitely a really good matchup.
It is a phenomenal matchup, and it does say that Copycat's last win was via KO, so he will still have that in the back of his mind, that he's still got that knockout power. He still will have the IQ, but it's just a case of is his body conditioned? Is it ready to go 5 rounds against such a tank like Hugh?
Yeah, exactly.
Only time will tell, I suppose.
Yeah, and I do believe I'm 99% certain that Kampikat also is maybe the only person to fight for this weight class, as well as it's not as much of a popular traditional weight category here in Thailand. These are technically big boys.
Yes, they are for Thailand for sure. We don't really see this weight apart from the other big stadium here in Bangkok, but nevertheless, they'll still have the knockout power, they'll still have the techniques, and it is brilliant that the card has managed to find a room for these big boys here. Let's see though, obviously there is the chance to win 10,000 baht if you win by KO spinning elbow, and 20,000 baht if you win by head kick KO. So let's see if these boys come out hunting for the knockout.
You gotta spin it to win it, as they say, that's for sure.
Yes, so I've never seen Hugh fight personally. I haven't watched one of his bouts, so I'm interested to see how this goes. Australia, I do believe, quite powerful with the low kicks, but am I right in saying that Copycat is southpaw, so he may sit on the back and try to fire that body kick, which might outscore Hugo and really cause some damage. And really cause some damage if he doesn't have a quick block to counter those southpaw kicks.
Yeah, and I think, you know, this first round, if it is a 5-round fight, I believe there is going to be most likely a bit of a feeling out here, especially with the title on the line from the prestigious Lumpini Stadium. I mean, legendary.
It is. But we were saying, though, they have changed the style of the belt. And perhaps it's to be a little bit more modern, but we're not sure. But let us know what you think in the comments when we show you the belt. Oh, straight out the back. Ooh, no feeling out for Copycat. I think he might be here to take that bonus.
Yeah, no ring rust in the opening moments of the fight, eh?
Really trying to disrupt Hugh's rhythm with that long guard and arm control there. Beautiful long guard, really frustrated.
Yeah, no. Impressive opening start to the fight for sure, being that Copycat has been out of the ring for quite some time.
Beautiful stepping knee followed by a big elbow there. This is not what we tend to see from southpaw fighters who like to sit on the back foot and fire that body kick, but he is coming forward. Catch and sweep from Copycat. He's smiling in the first minute of this round. He's really taunting Hugh, in my opinion. Big right elbow from the clinch there. Beautiful elbow arm control.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I have seen Hugh fight before, and sometimes maybe starting slow, maybe just kind of calibrating everything, feeling out his opponent. Once he's got a good read on what Copycat has to offer, we may see a little bit more action coming in here.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting to start the fight so fast. It seems to have slowed down a little tiny bit as he finds his rhythm. But Copycat, that low kick is coming every single time, and he needs to be wary of those elbows in the clinch, because the arm control and the IQ to set those up, it's not gone away. It's still there. Oh, big uppercut followed by a right hand. What a combination from Copycat. Wow.
And watching them engage as they get into the clinch there, Copycat, like, you know, like a robot, just right into finding that dominant position.
Copycat almost looks like he's sparring at this point. Just then when the clinch broke and he caught the leg, his arms were low. He's just having fun in there, a smile on his face, but perhaps that's part of his game plan against Farang, as we are called in Thailand, to just really kind of taunt him.
And Hugh has fought many a time, I'm sure, so I'm sure he's not bothered by it.
Hugh swinging round with the knees in the clinch. Really nice work in the clinch. He told me he's been working with Crew Bow and Crew FA at Simply Muay Thai to sharpen his clinch skills, and they are shining through with those knees against such an experienced fighter. There is no doubt that Thais are still the best clinchers.
Yeah, and I do think that I personally have had the experience of clinching with Hugh myself, and he is a very strong fighter in the clinch. So, you know, if he can find a way to make it work for him, if he's got the fitness too, it'll be interesting.
He's doing well at keeping his hands up when Copycat comes in. Beautiful lead uppercut into a right hand followed by a big kick there. What an action-packed round for round number one. But I suppose beautiful display of work there. That little trip at the beginning. But wow, this is a brilliant start to our title fight. 5 rounds here, and I would just like to take the opportunity to thank the head of Lumpini Stadium, Lieutenant General Naren Misompoon, for allowing us to have this beautiful display of Muay Thai here and host this title fight and give the opportunity to Hugh O'Donnell, the first Australian to ever fight for a Lumpini title.
Yeah, and you know, I'm going to say this first title fight has not disappointed for sure in the first round here. Be interesting to see what Hugh is going to do coming out. I'm interested to see the fitness of Copycat being out of the ring for so long. He doesn't look to have the rust, but I am curious about the fitness.
That is a very good point you make, because he doesn't quite look in physical shape as compared to Hugh, who's looking pretty ripped, pretty conditioned, ready for the fight. But Copycat, he did not look fatigued. He did not show one bit of open mouth. And I was impressed at the fact he was maintaining that smile throughout the whole round.
Yeah, he looks to be having fun, that's for sure. And, you know, I wish I could fight like that after...
Sometimes, though, I do believe once you've had so many fights and it becomes like clockwork, your body doesn't necessarily need that condition anymore because your brain is so far ahead. And sometimes when we've not got these crazy 100-fight records, we're thinking so much, we're using so much energy thinking, but to him, this will just be second nature.
Yeah, I mean, you can almost spike your heart rate just off of overthinking and freaking out in the adrenaline, right?
Sparring sometimes, even then. Beautiful hand combination into that lead kick from Hugh, who's putting the pressure on Copycat straight into clinch with those swinging knees around the outside.
Yeah, Hugh looks a lot more determined at the beginning of the second round. I think his corner told him forward for sure.
Big left hook into that kick. He's really drilled that one, textbook against a southpaw. The kick will always land on each other.
Yeah, you know, fighting a southpaw is definitely a bit of a challenge, especially when you have someone with so much experience like Copycat.
Experience, but not only that, he'll have some power behind those kicks, especially at 167 pounds.
Yeah, that's
that
a big
is
boy.
some power. I do anticipate perhaps a knockout at this weight, but we will have to see. Both fighters in the clinch there. Hugh just muscling in, the head under the chin, a horrible, nasty position for his opponent to be in.
Oh, just missing with that up elbow. See if he can sneak some of those in as they engage into the clinch here.
Oh, big takedown there from Hugh. Just sending Copycat to the canvas. He answers back with an elbow, though. Really is brilliant at doing the arm control, just teeing off and then setting up those elbows.
Copycat looking like he's trying to come over the top of the elbow. Nice uppercut, straight cross there.
Big right kick from Hugh. Really putting some power behind those kicks. Oh! Copycat got palm over the face, big knee in the clinch. Maybe he's realized this is a 5-round fight and now he's kind of slowed the pace down a little bit from that first opening round.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to blow it all in the second round.
For sure. He's really disrupting Hugh's rhythm with that front teeth, really frustrating him, and then setting up the hands with the uppercut and the right hand. Beautiful combination.
He has definitely stopped throwing that left kick as much. Might be happy to clinch up and score from inside. There's that.
Just does such a good job of not showing what he's going to throw as he launches forward. You don't know if it's going to be an elbow or that nasty lead uppercut. He loves that one. Big stepping knee there from Copycat, answered back by Hugh. Brilliant arm control and position in the clinch from Hugh as he launches that right elbow.
Yeah, it almost looks effortless. I mean, he's not really like the bounciest fighter, but everything just, he's flowing. Copycat's flowing and scoring.
He's literally like he's having fun in there, having a little spar. But I bet there's some power behind that low kick, and especially he keeps going for the inside leg. We might see some reddening there. You go, you can see it there. The reddening of Hugh's inside leg. There's only so many of those you can take if you're not conditioned.
Yeah, I think Hugh checking if maybe some blood on the nose. Maybe he took a little elbow to the nose there in one of those exchanges. But I have to say, I don't know about you, Eleanor, but on my unofficial scorecards, that might be 2 rounds. Copycat, Hugh definitely active,
Hugh
scoring.
definitely coming in the clinch with those big swinging knees and that beautiful takedown that we saw. For me, that one was a little bit more even. Hugh seemed to have been like, okay, I'm here now, fighting now, and I'm fighting Copycat. And he didn't. When you go against these ties with the experience and the belts and the accolades that they have, you can't show them the respect. You need to say to them that you belong in that ring there alongside them. And that is exactly what I think Hugh managed to do in that second round. He showed he deserved this opportunity and he didn't give Copycat any room to be playing with him like he was in the first round.
Yeah, no doubt Hugh is game for sure. Dude trains extremely hard. a lot of experience for a foreigner, you know, to be completely honest. He's fought on tons of shows in Australia, here in Thailand, a regular in Phuket for sure. I know he's fought on a few shows here in Bangkok, so he is game, you know, so I'd like to see him keep that switch turned on and maybe rev it up a little bit more going into this third crucial round, yeah?
He told me his game plan was to put pressure on and power forward into the clinch, and I do think he is doing a phenomenal job in the clinch, so I think he just really needs to keep that pressure, but he did have some success in the lead hook to right kick combo. I think if he keeps doing that one as well and putting some real power into it, he could take that belt home.
Yeah.
We'll see. This is round number 3, so the action should step up. Both fighters should be stepping out of second gear now and giving their all. And off we go for round number 3.
Big knee to open up that round.
Copycat is the one pressuring forward though, smothering with the hand combinations and the long knee, the beautiful step up. Big stabbing knees into the torso of Hugh. Can't quite find his rhythm in the opening seconds when Copycat puts that pressure on.
That's a good knee. I'm like, he's throwing a good right kicks to start off the round. I want to see some more of that.
Yeah.
He's scoring well.
Copycat right in the clinch, smothering his opponent. And what he does a brilliant job of is that long guard, so Hugh can't see what he's going to throw next. The smile has not wiped off his face as he goes in with that left knee every single time, finding a hole into the torso of Hugh.
Hugh is strong. He's driving him back, but taking a few knees in the meantime.
Oh, big left knees from Copycat time and time again, and we know knees to the body, kicks to the body, big scores in Muay Thai.
Copycat is a bit of a bulldozer so far in this third round.
Yeah, he is going forward, but this is how the Thais like to play. They go for it in round 3. Round 3 are traditionally, round 3 and 4, traditionally the clinching rounds. So Copycat will be used to going forward in round 3 and 4 and taking the fight to his opponent to get those points in the clinch.
There's Copycat eyeing the clock, seeing where he's at midway through.
Beautifully timed leg kick there, just sweeping Hugh off balance, but he shakes it off. He's ready to go again. He doesn't give Copycat the respect that he thinks he wants right now.
And his right kick's landing nicely.
Everything Copycat does, it lands, he sees the effect, he follows up with something. He does not step back and admire his shots, and that is the only thing, you can only get that through experience.
Yeah, and he's just giving Hugh no space right now in this third round. He is stuck like glue, Copycat. Oh, big elbows.
Hugh needs to get those knees back. There we go. Up in the clinch as Copycat pushes off and goes in. Tries to go in for a slicing overhand elbow. If one of those lands though, it's good night. See you later.
I do believe I see a little bit of blood coming over the left eye of Hugh. He may have, I think he's been cut by one of those elbows from Copycat.
Now, and from my experience last week, he might be struggling to see right now. I don't think it's enough and in a position for the referee to call for doctor stoppage time, but it is something that Hugh's going to have to really protect and keep that left hand up, because Copycat, as we saw there, will be trying to find a home for that right elbow to put an end to this fight early.
Yeah, he's just going to try to open it more, but that left hook has been landing Copycat, telling him to bring it on, but you know that doesn't feel good if he's calling it out.
And that is the end of round.
Oh, I think that is the end of the fight. So we are doing a 3-round fight here on our third fight of the evening, which makes a little bit more sense. The pressure from Copycat in that third round, you can see here, was relentless.
That was a hell of a fight. Can we please give them a round of applause?
What a fight between these two athletes. Copycat, I hope he comes back to the ring here at Lumpini, because wow, what a performance. Possibly one of my new favorite fighters.
Yeah, wow. I mean, talking about having no ring rust. And here we go to the ring for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 1, Judge Grisada Hontu scores it 28-29. Second judge scores it Anukun Tam Siram 28-29. And your final judge Apisak Kamlaiet scores it 28-29. And your winner by way of unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, คมพิฆาตสอตะวันรุ่งขอเรียนเชิญพลตรีสาธิตจาตุวงศ์รองผู้อำนวยการศูนย์พัฒนากีฬากองทัพบกมวยไทยลุมพินีขึ้นมาคาดเข็มขัดให้กับแชมป์เฉพาะการคนใหม่ในรุ่นซุปเปอร์มิดเดิลเวท167 ปอนด์ด้วยครับ May I please ask พลตรีสาธิตจาตุวงศ์ to come up into the ring and give the belt to our new super middleweight champion ต้องขอขอบคุณพลตรีสาธิตจาตุวงศ์ด้วยนะครับรองผู้อำนวยการศูนย์พัฒนากีฬากองทัพบกมวยไทยลุมพินีนะครับที่ขึ้นมาคาดเข็มขัดให้กับแชมป์เฉพาะการคนใหม่นะครับรุ่นซูเปอร์มิดเดิลเวท167 ปอนด์ครับคมพิฆาตสอตะวันรุ่งครับมาจากกรุงเทพมหานครครับและในช่วงหน้านะครับห้ามพลาดนะครับผมชกในมวยไทย3ยกนะครับชิงแชมป์เฉพาะการครับรุ่นซูเปอร์เวลเทอร์เวท150 ปอนด์ครับเป็นการเจอระหว่างแรมโบ้มรัตนบัณฑิตนะฮะเจอกับเฟเดริก NF ลูกสวนครับ Next up we have another title on the line a title for the super welterweight title between Rambo Moratana Bandit from Bangkok will be taking on Frederick NF ลูกสวน